So I have a friend who reached out for me asking for business advice because he is unsatisfied with his job and he wanted to quit. One of the important things for me as a developer to decide to quit my job to try entrepreneurship full time is I believe in myself. And I think that's one of the most important things. I believe in my skills, I believe in my ability of delivering, and the most important, I believe in my ideas. If you don't start with that, right, the first deal breaker or the first failure, it will crush you down, and then you will like start questioning yourself and think, oh, I might want to get a job again. And that's the problem. Entrepreneurship is not a short-term game, it's a long-term game. So if you're not willing to look like a failure, that will be very difficult for you. And unfortunately, maybe it's not your time yet. When you change your mindset, you change your focus, it will be your time. And this is one of the most important things because I've been grinding. As you can see in this YouTube channel, as you can see on my LinkedIn, as you can see on the things I've built and developed. I've grinded, I'm grinding. This is the most important factor for any successful person, is not giving up. I know I will reach that eventually. So this should apply for you as well. As a developer, we love to build things, and myself included. I would always try to start any idea I have with an app. And that's the worst thing you can do. That's literally the no. Like how you don't make a successful company is start by building the app. We need to understand about business first. And business, it looks simple, it feels simple, just like marketing. But if you don't have a strong why and who, you won't succeed. That's where we developers and myself, because I didn't have any background in marketing or in business, I failed and I kept failing. I thought a good product would speak by itself, but that's a lie. And one thing I understand in the market is shit products with a good marketing and a good distribution, they sell wonders. That's the truth, unfortunately. I will give a very good example. I built a personal expenses tracker. Everything worked, the app's nice, UI is good, and I put on Product Hunt. I had like 4 upvotes, while I saw a guy, they had like about 14, 15 likes, and their app didn't even work because I tried and it didn't work. So it's always about how you're presenting, how you're promoting your product. And that's the biggest thing that we as a developer, we don't get to understand. And then once we understand, we fail already so many launches that then we realize, well, yes, it might be something else. If you're not popular, or if you're just like me, a normal person, very likely you're gonna build something and it will fail, because it's not for everyone. If you want to build a product, you need to understand a few acronyms, like ISP, USP, TAM, SAM, SOM. Start developing a product or a solution, not by thinking, well, this is a solution for a problem. You first need to understand who is your ideal customer persona. What's your unique selling proposition? What's the size of your market? What's the segmentation of the market? And what's the market that I want to try to acquire? If you cannot express that in words, you cannot market, you cannot present your business to anyone, because you actually just building an app. And building an app by itself is cool, it's nice. But if you don't have a market, you don't have all these questions really clear in your mind, like, well, I know who is my market, who is my persona, why I'm building this. I talk with them. It's a pain. If you don't have this, it will be very hard, because I've built a personal expenses tracker, right? We have so many in the market. I build for myself. Well, sometimes that works. You build for yourself. But the most important is you need to see if other people are interested into that product specifically. And If they are, maybe it's a marketing issue. I didn't show exactly what difference or what's the unique selling proposition of my expense tracker. And I think that's one of the problems. We humans, right, we want to buy the thing that's desired, the thing that shines, it's nice, new, looks different. To buy one of those things, you need to think about your product into how can you put your product into that shelf, make it look nice, make it look personal and customized to that specific thing, to that specific problem. I know it's easier to say, well, I will just build this and try to put out for people to use. It's vital that you understand who is your ideal customer persona. Without that, you're building something to someone imaginary. People are used to what they're doing right now. If you see before electric cars or before the smartphone, nobody would think and say, well, I think I need a smartphone. I think I need an electric car. No, because people are used to the norm. When you are going to present your product, you need to tell what your product will actually do for the person, what it will change into their lives. And if you don't have a strong proposition, a strong selling point into that, people won't buy because they won't see any necessity to change whatever is working and they're doing right now to your product. Building a product is just like 40% of the work. You need to build an audience, you need to build marketing, you need to build a distribution system, and also you need to have good and proper metrics, knowing where you want to go and have back data to support what your customers are doing, your customers are not liking, and feedback to support your vision and dreams. That's what makes you an entrepreneur, because if you live by the motivation, you will eventually fail, because when your product flops, you need to be realistic and understand that things take time and you can either quit or grind to learn and acquire the necessary skills. And remember, have fun. If this is not fun for you and you're just doing it for the money, I'm sorry, but this is not for you. You won't be able to keep going when you fail, when you flop, when nobody sees or like your product. So if you like this video, please like and subscribe. And the most important, just do one step at a time. You will see your evolution, progression, and you will feel confident to do your own business.